Georgia Farm Bureau recently held its annual farm tour, spotlighting agriculture in one of the organization's 10 districts. One of the stops, a hot afternoon in Madison, where we got a chance to visit one feed operation that helps supply a lot of producers around the state. It's worth a trip to visit beautiful historic downtown Madison, a community that played a significant role in U.S. history. One of Godfrey's warehouse owners in Madison, Whitey Hunt, told us that J.E. Godfrey bought the current location in the late 1870s. It was originally a cotton warehouse that also sold fertilizer and coal.
Godfrey's has been here a long time. Morgan County used to be a large area for growing cotton and peaches back in the 30s and 40s, and when the boll weevil hit and the depression hit, people got out of growing cotton and got into the dairy business. And at that time, we started selling feed.
The location next to these railroad tracks is significant. Trains were used to deliver coal, cotton, and the addition of feed in the 1930s. The Godfrey Company stopped selling coal and warehousing cotton in the 1960s. Today, they produce feed at their state-of-the-art mill.
Of course, at that time in the 1870s and on up till what we were talking about when the boll weevil hit, this was a cotton warehouse. We sold in the deed, there's reference to a Guyana building, which was this building that was over here, what it sounds like, because it was next to the depot. And so it has changed through the years. And at that time, there was, we did get some fertilizer in, and some cotton was shipped by rail. We still get a lot by rail, but maybe not quite as much as we once did. As a child, I can remember mixing feed, which would be 50 years ago, a little bit more than 50 years ago, and we've been doing that for that period of time, feeding the dairy business and beef and poultry, well, some poultry in the past.
Hunt told me the feed and fertilizer company has changed over the years to reflect the changing needs of the agricultural industry.
We've been able to expand. I think if it hadn't been for the computer and then computerized the feed mill, we would not be able to keep up. We've increased our business several times in my lifetime here.
Godfrey's remains involved in supporting the ag community, especially youth education programs, to help ensure that farming continues to thrive in the Southeast.
Yeah, so we cover pretty much all of Georgia. We get down to South Georgia. The corners probably are left out a little bit. We get over into South Carolina, North Carolina, and a little bit into Alabama.